Hi there, Capricorn. This is Kim with your next 3-day messages. This is a take 2. Hope you're doing well wherever you're at. I hope you are warm, staying safe, staying warm. Thank you for allowing me to do this reading for you. You what messages from your spirit team, your spirit guides, and your angels who are welcome here if they are for your highest good. Starting with the Akashic Soul Echo Oracle cards. Flow state. That's a nice one to have. Feels quite magical. You're entering a flow state. It is a place where action feels effortless and aligned. It says this is your soul moving through without resistance, so trust the flow. The flow is where Spirit is trying to help you or help take you. Yeah, when we get into flow state, it feels like it's very easy to concentrate, isn't it? When we're in flow. Okay, explorer of possibilities. So I feel like you're navigating distractions very easily at this time. If you have this, or this is a card that's saying that might be something to take a look at. I'm going to put it like here. Explorer of possibilities. You're opening to new ways of acting, learning through experience. Curiosity is your greatest ally now. I about said gentlest ally now. Try, fail, learn, and repeat. This is like Page of Swords energy, really strong with this. Curiosity, but there's a feeling of responding instead of reacting, to feeling balanced, feeling like I have like there's control over, you know, they say your emotions can be an accurate barometer of truth, but that's if we have wise discernment for our emotions, right? And so I feel like you do, and it's helping you explore different possibilities, or like different doors being open, because there's different ways of responding to each emotion that comes in. And if you're wondering why I'm saying that, it's because I started your reading before this and then turned it off, and one of the cards though was about emotions and how you're handling them right now, so that's why I'm tying it. I think it has something to do with that. Oh, your vision. Okay, so this is a card that really is it's kind of talking about your clairvoyance, your ability to picture what it is that you want for yourself. But it's saying that your vision here is you receiving a glimpse of the future aligned with your highest self. Trust the images are arriving in your dreams, and the inner knowing begin shaping this vision into a reality. It's so interesting to me too. So the vision can be coming to you not just through clairvoyance, but through other types of senses, maybe other types of clairs, and you know, interpreting symbols too. So of course there's a lot of moon energy here, I feel like. Yeah, okay, interesting, because I just had I had a dream just recently. I dream pretty much every time. Sometimes they mean something, sometimes they don't, but this was like the universe if it were a shopping like a department store. Just tell you really quick what happened in it. And I was walking in the dream, but it was very lucid feeling because I was wearing the same outfit. Like today, this happened when I was taking a nap, so I was wearing like the same outfit that I have on today, and I saw two models. It looked like a Parks Belk or a Profits, or kind of before they got not so great, you know, when in the beginning, when they were really something kind of classy to look at, you know. And on the display, it was a lady wearing a red dress with white polka dots, but there were two of them, and this like said something to my heart for some reason in the dream. I actually didn't remember something though, so I go up to this lady. You know how there's always one older person, older lady usually, that works in like a government office, maybe a DMV, a library, a department store, you know what I mean? So she's looking official, like she's been there for her whole life. She's behind a computer, and she looks at me, and after I go up to her, I say, oh, these are magnificent. It's actually not a dress I would wear, but I would love it. Like, I would probably love it on somebody else, right? But I told her how magnificent they were, and she said, oh, well, here we take our suggestion box seriously. And then it dawned on me in the dream, oh my goodness. I looked over across the room, there was a suggestion box, and I could clearly see that one of the pieces of paper had my handwriting. And in my handwriting, it was like, you should add 2 mannequins with this type of, it was very specific of what I wanted to see. And then I remembered, and I said, oh my goodness, you're right. So the reason I'm telling you this is because it's almost like you've had a vision before you have the vision. Okay, and something's going to click, something in your memory is going to say, or maybe the universe is going to say, hey, by the way, we took your suggestion seriously. It just took it a little time to materialize, but here it is, you know. And so, yeah, I'm feeling like you got the vision before the vision. It was an interesting, that's an interesting one, because there's symbolism. I haven't looked up the polka dot. I would think that may have something symbolically to do with fun, you know, or laughter, or a picnic, or I don't know, easy breezy energy. Like, bring that energy in, easy breezy, please. Yeah. So, okay, this one, Virgo got, we'll just move right along. Echoes of loss. You feel the ache of emotional loss or separation. Grief is a sacred emotion. It shows us where love lived. That's so pretty. Yeah, honor the loss and trust that healing will flow. Now, for some of you, oh yes, you're actually going through, and I'm sorry because I'm picking up on that. Not so much on Virgos, but on yours, I'm picking up that somebody has had a loss of someone, which I have too. I understand. And so the other side of this, though, I feel for a lot more is going to be the loss of the parts of the ego that we identified heavily with at one time loved. Okay, these can be roles or storylines in the past. Even though it's not exactly real or something that you take with you, this whole script, this whole life, actually, like I'm sure you take some things with you, right? But you don't. That you know clearly. I feel this is not you really, you know, and but when you're in this experience and you lose a title or you lose a person or something that you really identified with, I really love this thing, or this feeling that it gives me, that's when you can feel some loss. That sometimes happens in a dark night of the soul or a period of awakening when for whatever reason something about your identity was stripped or changed, right? Okie dokie, let's get the tarot deck out. I'm using Influence of the Angels, and I'm sorry I don't know the name of this deck. No, I do. It just came to me as soon as I said it. Gustav. It's something that's made like by Gustav or something like that. If you type that in tarot, I think you'll find it. Anyway, it's it didn't have a box, and when they don't come with boxes, because it's like a small, cheaper, maybe even a knockout version of that tarot deck. Yeah, it's hard for me to remember the name. So you're exploring different possibilities. You're responding in different ways. you might be able to look back. I feel look back and say, okay, well, you know, that's how the hurt version of myself would have responded, from a place of defense. Usually, you know, even the things we do that are not necessarily good for us, there's usually some kind of defense reason for it, and we only defend what we feel like we could possibly lose, or we're afraid of losing. That would be like, ultimately everything becomes like this fear of something dying or death. And now you're not coming from that place. Okay, that's awakening. When you're not coming from that place, you know you go on, you know you're eternal, not a shadow of a doubt. And yeah. So it's going to bring about a new paradigm for you, a completely new way of, you could lead the same Groundhog Day, just like the video, the movie. You could live the same Groundhog Day over and over, but something that changes in when you're awakened to the reason why you're doing every single little thing all at one time. That's why awakening can be overwhelming. Self-inquiry. It gives you a new experience, and then it allows you to what? Move on to the next day, to the next possibility. So that's what you're doing. 10 of Wands, yeah, completion. Completion of, okay, this card is saying to you, well, there's a completion of you doing something the hard way. No more. No more. There's all of these things that can weigh us down in life, like with the 10 of Wands. These are burdens that weigh heavily on us, and they're the unseen things that pack the most weight. So emotional traumas, things I can't even explain that I know are passed down. We have some proof of it, is how I can say that pre-confidently in our DNA. I feel if ancestral sicknesses and illnesses can be passed along, then of course their wounds and their traumas that brought about the dis-ease in the first place can be passed along. And that's also a reason I have as to why I think those things can be cured. Sorry, I'm going on a rant. But you're going to be lifting these things, or Spirit is helping you have a completion so that these things get lifted off, and then they get left to where they're supposed to be left. We all use energy. Remember, it's maybe somebody else's time to use that type of energy. But you don't. So you no longer carry the weight. That song, I'm coming home, I'm coming home. Tell the world that I'm coming home. This is a, they're saying like that's a metaphor though to your heart. You're coming home to your heart. They're telling me that your vision is inclusive. And that's another thing that has changed about it, is inclusivity. So you are included in my vision. You are. We are all connected. You're part of this one love. And you understand something about that very well. So yeah, the plan including Temperance. Temperance is it's a healing energy. It's also a balance energy. But what I'm really noticing from these two cards is the flow. Do you see how the flow is here? This these two cups, there's what they're saying with that cup, even though it's a major arcana, to me I'm getting the message of the cups being in balance. Like, so when we're talking about your emotions, your experience here, balanced, in flow, balanced. And your balance is going to be different than somebody else's balance too. So this could also be, can be like an Earth Angel card, or Sagittarius energy. We do have Sagittarius here with this one too, and maybe a Pisces. But I see balance because it's balance of hot and cold. So I feel like this is your emotions. And maybe other things. Maybe medical also. Balance with medical. Balance with food. Balance with rest. But also let me stress, like every one of those things are going to be probably different for somebody else. Knight of Cups. It's unexpected. It's usually good news. It's usually, you know, oh, okay, I see why they're making me shuffle. I was like, this is taking an awful long time. No, these are connected by dream state, I believe. Because, or the message dreamy is wanting to come out here with the Knight of Cups. Dreamy, dream message. So it's an offer, something that comes in that feels, look, it's really nice. I mean, this person has a, I don't know, it's some sort of, maybe specialty guitar, right? So it's playing something, might be playing like in the, with the Hobbits, might have been listening to it or something. It looks really happy, with a glass of wine too. So there's something here that's that feels pleasant, or that will make you happy. Justice. Be a contract or an offer, maybe a new, even a new relationship, partnership, marriage, something that makes the energies balance, fair, just, and balance, like getting your justice, balancing out life. So some sort of truth is coming in here too. It's could be you living your truth. You've had to navigate, I feel like, distractive energies with the Five of Wands, but they're small. It's small. You can deal with it. It's just, yeah, it's just how do you deal with other people's emotions when they're sometimes erratic or they're sometimes unhinged. You know, you say that might be a group of unhinged people, but if you're coming up here as justice, temperance, that's a peacemaker energy. That's the peacemaker, is the one who stands up, who says something from a balanced point of view. So their opinion is taken seriously. Queen of Wands by both sides, I want to say, because there's a fairness to an objective perspective. Queen of Wands, I have somebody who is being noticed by other people for sure. Psychism, usually there's a black cat. Of course, this is the influence of angels, so that might be why they changed the color of the cat here. we have a white and gray cat. She's holding a sunflower, which is a promise, a bright promise, happy future, you know. It's easy-go-lucky. Is that what I get from it? Easy-go-lucky. This person just seems to attract things, right? She's attractive, but I'm not using gender, just who is on the card is what I'm talking about. But it can be, if it's talking about you, you can be a very attractive male who seems magical, like things just come to you. Because it's the feminine energy. It's talking about gently receiving something, right? No, there's no force. You just simply display what you got going on. You just display what you've got going on, and you look really good doing it, and others listen to you. They may view you as the truth sometimes. And you want to know the truth, go to this person. So that's, to me, I don't know, that just seems a little like honorable, an honorable position to be in. Earned, though, 10 of Wands. This deck, by the way, is mixed. Another temperance. Dang. Another temperance. See, in the Four of Pentacles, you value stability and you value something being solid, firm foundation, right? And so they're saying that that 10 of Wands, that completion, the end to your burdens, has something to do with you not trying, but you being in a position of maintaining the peace all the time. There's something that's going to change. I don't know. I'm just getting like more peace coming in for you. More peaceful times coming in. The end of the hard times is here with this 10 of Wands. But yeah, these are mixed, so you can get reversals here easily. A peaceful time is going to be ushered in. I mean, even the, oh, look, even the angel is playing a little, if you know what that is, let me know. I don't know, but I know it's like a special, different type of guitar than just like a acoustic guitar. It's different. Knight of Cups. The Magician. Do you see his vision? His vision led him to, this is Moses, isn't it? His vision led him to finding the commandments. The burning bush. Wow. You all might get a serious vision. I'm not even kidding. Something that has a lot of power or energy that's, ooh, whatever's given to you is like precious like this from the Most High, and it's charged with a lot of power and energy. And this is vision, and yes, it has a person that held and had and documented vision. Oof. Wow. They're also saying you manifest. You're getting clues like in dreams, daydreaming, visions through meditation, or just something that you're thinking up of. Dreams, dream state. I'm curious about the vision. I want to know a little bit more. I mean, the Magician, obviously, you know, you have this power, right, to manifest what you want. Like, so when you get rid of the ego, right, for the most part, the attachment to it, you are able to integrate. But what that can also do is be the end of predictive programming that was running off of you having a belief in everything, you know, the points that are attached to the ego, like identifying as this role in this area of town, this car, all these things that you feel like were fixed when you are more attached to the ego. Those become open possibilities. And then in essence, you can even say, okay, the energy is going to allow you to release karma easily. So that's why we're getting different theories. They're all kind of right about what's coming in with new energy. You can listen to different people. They might be talking about different subjects. But in general, they're like, wow, you have this big ability to create. And it's because a lot of crap's being let go. We don't know the exact mechanics, but from my point of view, I'm looking at it as, oh, well, it seems as though the attachments are gone. Okay, so when the attachments are gone, you open the new perspective, the new mind. It gave to a new path. I hope you're following me on this reading. I'm sorry, but your reading's going... taking me different places. I am using different cards. Sometimes that helps for different messages too. Six of Swords and the Death card, and they are sideways. But this is what it is. Yeah, it's in process, because that's what my sideways energy means, or in transition. Well, you see, these people are preparing. They're getting into a boat, All right, they're getting into a boat and they're about to be going in a different direction than where they've been. There's something in their intuition that says, we need to leave from here. I think we need to leave right now. Like that's the energy of the Six of Swords. It's an Aquarius energy. Then we have Scorpio here with death in the reverse. I think it is in the reverse because it's talking about a rebirth. A rebirth. And, yeah, going through whatever this loss of that was feeling here with like ego, old details that kept you lined up for predictive programming, karma attachments. Yeah, that's like they're being cleared easily with this energy that's providing guidance. You go look at the river as guidance, as spirit saying here, get in the flow state. Why? Because they're wanting to take you somewhere more peaceful, more calm, somewhere that you can really thrive and feel well, happier. I mean, it's just a happier experience, more blissful, more content. It's because you're trusting yourself. You're obviously, your intuition is really like your magical skills and abilities here. I love the word magical because it's what it feels like. It's unseen energy that we absolutely know exists and that we can work with it, just like people that create machines to work with it. So that's what you're able to do. You're able to do it very easily. I feel like there's a vision within a vision or before you even have one. And it's already something that you have requested in the universe's suggestion box. They took you seriously. Yeah, so that's what I've got. All right, let's wrap it up. Angel number for Capricorn. And by the way, if you've made it this far and you would like a private reading, the information is in the description box below. They're pre-recorded videos. You get a private link. Just put in the notes what you'd like to know at your checkout or on checkout. Yes, I knew that you were a visionary. I knew that. And a leader. Whoa. Well, they're going to end your reading with like a big bang. And that might be how the new chapter even enters your life. Whereas there's a previous explosion and then there's a big bang that comes in. And I think that that's what's happening for you as you're being really thrust into a spot or position of power and authority. Because when I got the word inclusive, united, it's that is the person that is the visionary. Their vision is not just for them in their house under a bubble. Their vision includes the full spectrum of everything visible. There's really no limitation. This could affect and help many people. And so you're a visionary, and that's why people will be looking at you like you are. They will want you to lead. And look who's leading in The Magician. It's friggin' Moses. So it's a big trusted bloodline. It's a very trusted bloodline. I am a leader, 2812. I am a visionary, and that is your affirmation. It's big. All right, sending you love and light. Bye, Capricorn.